particularly the first name and the surname as well as the ID number is that of Simphiwe Memela, the statement that we're dealing with, my lord.
So, sorry, the death certificate, which office was it issued at? Nongoma or where?
Nongoma, my lord, precisely. Yes, and just for correction, my lord, on the statement there's only a date of birth, but on the abridged death certificate we've got his full ID number, just to put that into context. But it is the same person.
And his marital status on the death certificate?
Never married, my lord.
Never married.
Correct, my lord.
Mnisi, you're still asking questions.
As it is the court, my lord. The information that is contained in this death certificate.
It's what?
It cannot be contested.
I don't know.
Excuse me, madam.
I don't know what can be contested and what can be contested.
Yeah, well, because we don't know whether that certificate is actually belongs to the Simphiwe that we're talking about here.
But you haven't looked at it.
We don't know.
You haven't looked at this, Mr. Mnisi. Have you looked at it?
I can look at it multiple times, my lord, but the fact would remain.
No, to level.
I can look at it multiple times, my lord, but the fact would remain.
No, to level.
How do I ascertain that indeed it belongs to him?
But
that the information that is contained in that death certificate, that abridged death certificate, it relates to the Simphiwe.
Is it contested that Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi is not dead?
My lord?
Is it contested or disputed that the late, let me not say the late, the gentleman called Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi is not dead?
No, certainly not, my lord.
That's not dead.
No, what I'm saying is that is not contested.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Those are instructions that are coming from accused number 3.
Not contested.
Yes.
So, but the death certificate, you say it could be of some other person.
No, I'm not saying that, madam. What I'm saying is we are neutral. We can neither accept nor dispute that information that is contained there. For us to say we accept that information, we need to ascertain that indeed the Simphiwe that has been referred all along here is the same Simphiwe, body and limb, posthumously, that is also referred in that abridged death certificate.
Can I have it? It must be handed in, this certificate. You'll get a copy, a certified copy. It's in the docket, by the way.
It's in the docket.
So, yeah, it's a court document now. Can you mark it, Mr. Baloyi, with your partner there, because it has been disputed that the contents of that death certificate cannot be admitted or are not admitted.
Exhibit W.
W.
Yes.
Thank you. This information in its proper perspective, I think in a more legal manner. The information, the contents of the document that has now been admitted as W can neither be admitted nor disputed or denied by the defense. Therefore, the state is put to the proof thereof. I think that sounds very. It sounds very accurate, rather than to say we are neutral. We're not neutral. We can neither dispute it nor admit it. However, on the basis of the fact that we cannot admit it, the state is put to the proof thereof. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
In other words, my daughter, just to assist the state, they just have to call a family relative of the deceased to come confirm the content of the statement. Thank you, my daughter. Let me proceed.
Not that they should go and exhume. I once exhumed a body, I think 1997.
Yes, madam.
I was in Mafikeng that time. The gentleman who died, apparently, allegedly, he had attended a Stokvel party on a farm where there was an entrance for blacks and an entrance for whites. And now this gentleman apparently, he refused to use the black entrance and said his money is the same as the money of all the whites were getting there. The owner of the business is a former police captain Foster, assaulted him. Then after some time they tied him up, they pried him around a tree. They put the tire on the floor there, rotated it, and he died. And then they took his body to the police station to say he was attempting to break into their shop. There was a lady, black lady who was the station commander. He refused to take that body and said, take it to the hospital, maybe this guy is still alive. Then they took it and dumped it at the farm where he was employed. Then of course, there was a funeral. But when the family looked at the death certificate, this chap was tiny and slender. They gave a description of a fat, short guy. And Foster's defense was that the same defense. He doesn't admit nor deny that the guy who is buried there is Ratamu Khatring. He puts the state to the proof thereof. Now this is about 3 years. What do you do? How do you prove it?
The state...
Yeah, anyway, I as an officer of the court then,
Yes.
I issued an order that there must be this guy must be exhumed.
Yes.
And when he was exhumed, of course, he was decomposed, but you couldn't hide the fact that he was tall.
Yes.
And when you read the mortuary certificate of death, it spoke of a short guy.
Yes.
And after investigation, the state was able, I think, to prove that it's not the same guy. Even the uncles came and said, I say, Mukhatling. So therefore, you must tell us how you're going to prove it, not now.
Okay, madam. No, I will. I'll take the challenge, madam.
Okay, fine. Yes, Mr.
Thank you very much, madam. That is basically to prove that the threshold that is expected to proceed in criminal proceedings. But nonetheless, thank you very much, madam. We'll be waiting for the outcome of that investigation with a view to prove what the court has already alluded to. Thank you, madam.